So Chris is feeling that like this color might stand the test of time better. I am willing to hear that. Now it's showing these little velvet marks more easily.
Yes, they might have it in a different fabric.
Sure.
Like my butt print.
His butt print is. Wait, that fucking badonk. What the? So here's the thing. It's been a really long time since I talked to you guys, and that's because it's not only been like a totally insane few weeks, but also I've just I kept losing my voice, and so I couldn't really talk when I wasn't working because I needed my voice to be in an appropriate shape for working, and so I didn't really have the opportunity to speak recreationally. Feels a little fundamental human vibe, but you know, can't have everything. So I went to the premiere and did press and stuff for DEXTER Resurrection, my new show, and that's been really exciting. It is officially the most watched premiere in Showtime history, which is really exciting. We were asked all day in press like what the fan base, what it's like to join like a huge franchise in a huge world, and I was like, honestly, the fans are unbelievable, so it's kind of just amazing. But anywho, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about Lyme disease. It can be hard to do those things with Lyme disease. I did that, and then I went straight into a reading of a play, and then a reading of another play, and then I go to do a workshop next week. So I've been in a really exciting time for a career, and also a really complicated time for treatment and flare up. Some days and in like hard moments, I feel very much that thing that people talk about a lot, where like sometimes when things look the best on the outside, they're really hard. But ultimately, what a stupidly, disproportionately like uncommon situation where someone in my position, health-wise, can ground myself in those horrible moments with how unbelievably charmed my life is. So I'm you know, just stupidly grateful. It's have to be very easy on my voice because it is really frustrating to lose my voice and to need it for work and to be struggling with it. That's always really scary. I don't like it. I don't like it. I was in a pause on my last pulse, and I restarted my medication, and I was on it for about a week, and I just was like throwing up a lot. And even like the day before my premiere, I think literally like the hour before I was getting in that car to get picked up to go to a hotel, to stay, to do press and all those things, I was like, oh. I was like in a therapy session and was like, hold on, threw up, came back, trying to do things to like boost my sense of myself to go into these big exciting days that can also be very now famously we moved here 6 months ago. Wow, life is so different all the time. Moved here 6 months ago for me to film DEXTER Resurrection. We rented this furniture, and now we're gonna keep this apartment for a bit because it feels like it makes sense to be here.
How's my legs? Yeah.
And with that comes, you know, getting new furniture and also having like organizational vessels taken away. So there's just stuff everywhere. I don't have like a new exciting thing to put the stuff into, so I'm just kind of like overwhelmed. My friend Chris is gonna come over, but I have a lot of like cords and electronics, and my partner did a lot of cord management around the apartment that is now no longer. And I kind of progressively messed up the cord management. So, did I take my medication that I was looking for earlier? Where's my glue stick? It's not the time to scrapbook. This is the book I'm currently reading, A Short History of Transmisogyny. It's definitely like a focused read. Like I have to reread some things sometimes, which is also a Lyme brain, my brain combination. I feel really good about having approached like a short history. Sometimes these things can be so daunting. I have a lot of books over there that are like that big. You can like read this much of a book's worth and then be like, kind of reach fatigue on it, even if you care about the subject, when it's so dense and academic. Depending on the type of reader you are, you can kind of burn out on it. I think I feel really good about approaching like pieces at a time. I just wanted to read this. That's why It's the only reason I have it. I like learning things. Oh, and we have a program that I want our friend Chris to sign the front of and like us to frame and use it as like art on the wall because it's his Broadway debut. Real Women Have Curves, the musical. It was beautiful. Anyone who watches this who is like a James Evita fan, I found the program from when we saw Sunset Boulevard, which we actually did not see the night our now dear friend Diego was on. He was on all the time, but he was not on this particular night. But now I'd love for him to sign this because this was his Broadway debut and for that, so I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Can I get a, what'd you say? Hotter than the islands are today. And Mr. Softy's trying to shut me down.
Hey, we're in my kitchen. As I've reported many times, it's been busy time. Right now my living room is an air mattress and a lot of crap. So, hate that, but what are you gonna do? Is my shoulder rolling in like that, like indicative of bad posture? Like, I feel like my posture's getting bad. I had a TMJ appointment this morning where they were getting in there. And so that feels good, or that feels positive for me, I should say. Everything's a mess, so it's really hard to want to film in front of you guys. But I'm going to because I haven't been, and it's important. Or I think it's important, I don't know. Ow, fuck. Ow. Do you guys think I'm kind of a baby about things? Sometimes I feel like I'm kind of a baby about things. You ever just want your mom on call for everything? Because that's definitely how I feel. I mean, she is, but sometimes I want to ask her like really dumb shit. Is everything expired? Am I gonna die? I guess we got that right when we moved in, which was January. I think I'm lacking an awareness of like the passage of time properly. I hate wasting food, and I am really bad about it. I can be really bad about it because, you know, I like lose my appetite and I get sick or whatever, or I get really picky about what I want to eat because if I'm having trouble eating lately, then I at least fucking enjoy it, like, and that's kind of asking too much sometimes, I think, maybe. So working on that, but mukbang. Okay, you guys. So I want to play a little game. Like imagine, you know, I want you to imagine a world where I did an outro, where I like wrapped this all up in some kind of meaningful, thoughtful way, and did that also in the timeline in which I filmed the video. Because in this alternate reality, I like knew the scope of the video before and was like, oh, I'm gonna do this and then do that, and that's where we're gonna end up. Versus pulling clips and then just kind of throwing them together and being like, how does this end? And doing this. So, yeah, that's really all. I give it a try, give it a whirl. It's not the most fun game, but not every game is gonna top the charts, you know? So I would check it out, let me know how you feel. Let me know if I should bring it back in the future. And yeah, thanks for watching.